Cass, just general thoughts on the game itself, but I couldn't quite work out, I was saying to you before we came on air, if it was Liverpool looking really, really good, or if it was Manchester City kind of all over the place and using that game as a little bit of an experiment to try and work out how they play. Having let go of the likes of people like Sterling. I know Zinchenko wasn't a main starter for them, but they've let some key players go. Gabriel Jesus has go. I couldn't work out if this was Liverpool really good or Man City just being really, really bad. Which side of the fence do you more lean towards?
Well, Liverpool made them look poor.
Okay.
I mean, you've got to give credit to Liverpool because they took the game to City very early on in the game. Mo Salah was causing all sorts of problems for Cancelo. Never got near him. He couldn't get near him. Salah was always all over him and running him, dragging him out of position. With that had effect on Grealish in front of him because Grealish didn't do much to help out Cancelo in the left-back position. I mean, Jack's got an issue to me because you can't be a £100 million player and be okay. Okay? I'll say okay because your standard is way higher than that.
Yeah.
And the standard at City is way higher than being a 6 out of 10 type of player, which he's been too often for City.
It's a big year for him, isn't it? Now they've let Sterling go.
Absolutely.
He now is, you'd have thought, is going to be the guy expected to step into the shoes of what Sterling was doing. And he didn't have an amazing year last year. I thought he was okay.
Exactly. It's not the standard.
And you can't be okay, as you mentioned, when you've cost that sort of money. Yeah.
Look, both wide players didn't play particularly well. Mahrez wasn't his best yesterday, and it came at a bit of a price because Erling Haaland didn't have much to feed off, and City never really got going. They were dominated. I thought Thiago in midfield was brilliant for Liverpool. With Salah causing problems on the right. Thiago's an amazing footballer. There's very few players that are so gifted. I would have him as probably the most gifted player I've seen in the Premier League, as in technique. Yeah. He's extraordinary.
Yeah, he's up there.
And we've all seen loads.
Yeah.
But Thiago is up there with the very best.
Or do you mean ever in the Premier, or do you mean currently in the Premier?
Ever, technically. He's up there with the very best. He really is. Technically, he's got everything.
Yeah.
And I sort of assess Liverpool's season is in, if he plays a lot of football, Liverpool will be close. If he has injuries, which he's had too often in his career, too many of them, Liverpool will suffer without Thiago in his team.
Well, let's do Liverpool first then. Let's look at them first then. So they look really good.
Yeah.
They've lost Mane, but Nunez came in and looked like it's one game, but he looked like he's given Liverpool another weapon. A lot of people, and I was one, I say a lot of people, I was one of those people that was slightly concerned, concerned's the wrong word, I'm not a Liverpool fan, so I don't really care, but slightly were thinking that Mane would be a bigger loss than I think a lot of Liverpool fans thought it would be. Nunez had one really good year in the Portuguese league. Mane was proven.
He was good in the Champions League as well.
He was, and I saw him a couple of times in the Champions League, and I wasn't as blown away as other people were, but he was impressive. What do you think about how he will fit into that team? Because he looked really good yesterday. It looks like he's going to be a fan's favourite as well. The fans seem to be connecting with him really early on as well.
Yeah. Well, Liverpool fans have had Ian Rush and people like him, goal scorers, and they've had Suarez and they've had Torres, and they do love that type of centre forward that gets goals. He's got an incredible habit of getting chances. That's clear. You think of the game yesterday, he's had a one-on-one that obviously Ederson saved. He's had a penalty given against him. He's direct. He's really quick. Well, we're talking up there with the quickest in Europe. He's really fast when he needs to be. And I think he's like Salah, who Salah has always had in his armoury, chances. He always gets, whether he takes them all, and whether he's as clinical as he maybe sometimes should be, that's another debate. But Nunez always gets chances. And that's why he will get goals. It's because he's not a striker that goes missing. He might miss chances, but he doesn't go missing to get chances. Yeah. Now, I think I thought Klopp did a bit of a masterstroke yesterday, not planning from the start. Let Firmino go into the game, see his role, dipped him in. And look, when he came on, he caused City a lot of problems very quickly. Now, I thought City were off the pace. I thought their closing down was nowhere near what we expect from a City team. They normally make it very difficult. They were always brilliant in possession. They wasn't particularly good yesterday. Gave away a lot of the ball. Liverpool forced them to give away the ball because Liverpool looked quite up to speed, which they didn't do 2 weeks ago against Man United. To me, it was totally the right result. But don't take too much from it. That's for sure.